What is going on, my YouTube family? This is your boy Mike Jacks, based out of Orlando, Florida. I'm a realtor with eXp Realty. So before I start getting into my video, I want to make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post the YouTube channel in the description below, and make sure you hit that like. All right, I appreciate the support for real, so I can keep doing this for you guys. All right, so today I'm going to make a video talking about my top 5 things that new realtors, meaning if you just got your license or you had your license for a while but you haven't hung it with a brokerage yet, these are some top 5 things that I would suggest you do. Or even if you're a realtor who just started and you're looking to transfer and switch your license, this can apply to you as well. Doesn't matter, but it's primarily specifically targeting brand new licensed agents, okay? So here's my top 5 tips. Number 1, you definitely want to interview a brokerage. Now, you hear that so much, but what does that really entail of, right? Do you go in there and just, how do you know what questions to ask if you've never done this business? Well, it's simple. You can Google things, of course, all you want, but the reality is you need to ask what makes you successful. There's 2 things that I would say. Number 1, who's my mentor, okay? And then number 2, you would ask, how do you help me grow my business with lead generation? If you, after you ask those 2 questions, a brokerage that has a lot of success should be able to show you how they do it, not just tell you. So that's the biggest thing you want to do, is make sure not only can they talk about it, but they can also show you. And that's what I'm a firm believer. If you can talk it, you got to be able to walk it. That's one thing I love about eXp. We have a eXp world where we can show a lot of things that we do and give you the experience of being an agent. If you want to know more about that, I'll make another video. All right, I jotted some notes down, so let me look here and see what I got, because I'm multitasking here. So oh yeah, kind of goes into my second point about finding a mentor, so I'm just elaborating on that. So when you find a mentor, make sure it's a good fit, not just for you, but you're a good fit for them as well. Some people have different learning styles, they have different teaching techniques, and although this sounds so elementary, you'll be surprised at how many new realtors join a brokerage simply because it has a big name brand. That's something I don't recommend. You know, it doesn't matter how big the name brand is. It matters about the type of people that work in that brokerage. So I'm not going to name drop a brokerage, but you guys are familiar with big name brand brokerages. While a lot of them are successful and a lot of them have good training and a lot of them have good, you know, brokers and staff in there, the reality is not every place is equal or the same. Some might be better than others. Some might have horrendous people that don't do a good job of helping develop their agents. So you're going to have a lot of that, unfortunately, in the business. Sometimes you might encounter that. So you got to go to somebody that have a good learning style, okay? That's huge. All right, my number 3 point. This is huge. Time management, guys. A car rolled by. It was so loud. So I'm going to say it again. Time management. Everybody comes into real estate and from different backgrounds. So some people are employed for a job and they might not have as much time as they like because they work a minimum of, say, 40 hours a week, or if they're a nurse, they're even working more hours than that in a week. Some people might be retired and then they have a lot of time, but they just don't know where to start either, and then they kind of just get in a routine. So if you have time management, even if you don't work a job and you're going into it full time, it all is applicable to you. If you have to manage your time, because you're going to find out this job this career can get overwhelming at times, and if you don't manage your time right, your business will not be maximized. So it's important to manage your time, and that's something you have to do. For those who have families, who might have a job, just make sure you have a shutdown time, just like your job does. You know, they say realtors work 24/7 around the clock, but the reality is if you have a family and you have a job, that might not be suitable for you. You might have kids in sports like I do. You might have activities for your kids. So at some point, you're just going to have to say, hey, after 5 or 6 o'clock, I'm shutting it down. I'm going to be with my family. Another day, another dollar. But definitely try to attend to your business and invest in it, all right? The 4th point I want to make is identifying your goals. So like I said, all these points sound basic, but you'll be surprised how many people don't do these basic things when they get in there, and then when they do it, they're not effective at making it come to fruition to benefit them. So setting your goals, what does that mean? So basically, what do you know about real estate? What drew you to real estate besides the commission checks? What drew you to real estate besides the financial freedom? What type of real estate caters to you and your personality and your interests? A lot of people come into real estate and don't know there's so much different types of real estate that you can do. You have residential. Residential is a general umbrella of types of real estate. Within residential, you have, you know, investment homes, you have brand new construction, you have townhomes, you have just so much. You know, I can go on all day. I can name like 50 different types. But the reality is, and same thing, you have commercial real estate, you even have agricultural real estate. There's a lot of different real estates, and then there's so many types of real estates under those generic umbrellas that you can choose from. So make sure you find a niche, I would suggest, and then set your goal around that niche and be the expert in that niche before you move on to the next. And my final and fifth point goes back to what I said earlier about lead generation strategies. To elaborate on that, a big topic of discussion in the real estate community is, do you do lead generation by paying for your leads, or do you do lead generation by just organically doing them at no cost, right? You have a lot of debate about that, but what I say is the answer, you can't go wrong with either one. It's about what type of strategy you have behind it. So if you pay for leads, make sure you have some type of income to where you're paying for it and you're also producing. You don't want to just pay for leads and not produce and hope for the best. You want to actually make it work, right? So if you're going to pay for it and get faster success, you got to make sure you got some type of formula and work, and your mentor should be able to help you with that. If you're not going to pay for leads, then you better do a great job of marketing or doing something that is inexpensive or free, no charge, no cost, to where it works and it's effective. So either way can work. I don't discourage either one. Me personally, I don't pay for leads. I do everything organically and free. A referrals is a realtor's best friend, but that doesn't work for everybody. Sometimes people are shy. They don't want to get out there and make it happen. They rather just pay, get some generation to give them the business, and all they do is focus on the deal. So whatever caters to your personality. All right, guys, so that's my top 5 tips. There are more than top 5 tips. I can give you 105 tips if I wanted to, but because it's about the lightning and it's raining here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it short. But make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, Mike Sells Orlando. That's Mike SELLS, Mike Sells Orlando, and hit that thumbs up. All right, appreciate the support. Much love. Over and out.